back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today's show is about pork and pasta ragu with Romano cheese. It's show number 246. Let's get started on the ingredients. We start out with a tomato paste. Any brand, I suppose, is all about the same thing. I've measured that out. I have some cream cheese. Any brand that you like, I suppose, would work on that. And you'll need some pasta. Any type pasta. Cheese. You know, I always say you can shred it yourself. You can use the cheese in the bag. You can grate it. You can use this. This may be a little salty. So if you have high blood pressure, be aware anything in a can's probably going to have salt in it. Then I have some currants and I have some capers. Okay, so currants are dehydrated raisins. So here they are in some water. About 5-10 minutes, let them rehydrate. I have some seasonings and spices that I will list down below where it says more on YouTube about the show. Or I'll have it over on my website, which is jamestdds.blogspot.com. And also, too, before I forget, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button that's right down below and hit the bell so that when I drop a new video, you'll get notified. Right now, I have the water boiling. I have the pasta. There's 2 of us, so I use 1 handful per person. So let's put that in there. And a little bit extra in the bag. We'll just use the rest of that. Okay, that is gone. Now, let's get that rolling. Next, we'll get this going. So I'm going to put some oil in here, like a turn of the pan. And then I'll cut up some garlic. We're going to want a few cloves of garlic. Here's my garlic. Knock off the ends, just like that. You know, this is a real trick to hit this trash can. I should probably practice, because to be honest with you, I don't always hit the trash can. But, you know, you just clean up after the show is over. There we go. Usually I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good on the trash can. I've got this down to a science. I've shot over 100 of these. Garlic. Bring your knife to the end. Smash like that. Just like that. Here's my garlic. That is all pressed. Throw that in there for now. And noodles. All done boiling. I'm going to throw the lid on it. I dumped the water out. This is the kale. And that is all steamed pretty good. So let's go ahead and take that off that burner so that I can free that burner up. Just put that right over here. Just like that. That way we just leave that burner right on. And then take this pan here that has the oil and the garlic. And let's heat that up. And then we'll start getting some of these ingredients in here. We'll put the spices in. Just kind of sprinkle them. Just like that. Then some salt and pepper. I did salt the kale and the pasta already. There we go with that. That's good. Now I need to get my pasta sauce in here. As soon as this thing gets going, I'll get the meat in here. Now, I have the pork, and I'm just going to squeeze the package in there like that. And I can get rid of my gloves. Maybe. Alright, now, we're going to get this going here. Move around my oil a little bit. I think I want a little more oil. When it says 2 tablespoons, for me that's 2 turns of the pan. I love olive oil. Get this going. Break up the pork. Mixing it in so that it gets that oil, because it's pretty lean. Then what I can do is I can throw my pasta in, my kale. Here is my currants. I can go ahead, currants and capers. Those in. When you do that, you just splash a little bit of water. It just cools off the pan a little bit for you, which is okay. And you always want to keep a little water around when you're cooking anyway, in case you have to baste a little something. And putting the water inside always lowers the temperature. So if your pan is getting too hot, put a couple tablespoons of water in. Hear how quiet it got? Drop that temperature right down, and now it'll start back up again. Put in my cream cheese. Lots of kinds of cheese you could use. Cream cheese pretty much works best. Once again, it was sizzling, and now it stopped sizzling. So if I put that cream cheese in, it doesn't take much to lower that temperature down, just enough to get it to go back down again. These pans that I'm using, the Ninja pans and this one, they have a stainless steel plate in the bottom of them, which makes it heat evenly. The problem with the older pans is the longer they're on the burner, the hotter they get. Also, it's hotter in the center than it is on the outside of the pan. With these new pans, that's not the case. You can check them with the thermometer if you have the infrared thermometer, but you'll find that they're the same temperature all the way across the pan. And it just makes the food cook better, more evenly. I have that moved around, I have it kind of reduced a little bit. I need to let this sit for a few minutes, so let's take a break and be right back. Starting to smell really good. Just kind of stir it up, kind of quiet. Looks like it's getting to be done. Putting that lid on really helps. I'm going to let it sit for another couple of minutes. Okay, here we go again. Ready? Set. Now we'll just check the meat, see what temperature it is. We'll just try to grab a big piece. Aluminum foil. I can just put this on here. $148 and still climbing. It's going good. Okay, I'm not worried about it not being done. Let's go ahead and give it a stir. Then wrap up this easy meal. Pasta noodles. Kale. Now the kale, of course, before I started the show, I went through and I pulled off the stems. But if there's any that you missed, this is probably a good time just to go through and try to pull off the remainder of them. Take the pasta off here. Let's see how hot that is. It's cooled off. Right here like this. Grab this kale. Now you can use spinach too if you want. I'm probably more of a spinach fan than I am of kale. But I'm trying to cook a variety of foods, so I know health conscious people like kale. They eat a lot of it. I like these cellar tongs because it kind of works as a little bit of a strainer when you pick the stuff up. There we go. Let's take this out of the way so you can see. Pasta. Spread that out. Now I do need to toss this, kind of fold it, and that's why I'm using my wok shovel. I need to get this all mixed up. I need to get my noodles marinated. You know, if you were to use chicken broth or something like that, it'll be a lot easier because the noodles would absorb some of the chicken broth. But when you do it this way, you have to just give it a little bit of a stir to get them all excited about the ingredients. There we go. That's all we have to do for now. Let's go ahead and plate it up. Here we go, ready, set. We grab Barb's bowl first, and we give it to her, and see if she likes it. If she likes it and says it's good, and she doesn't fall over, I know it's safe to eat. So far, I've only tried to kill her off a couple of times with a little bit too much soy sauce, or too much ginger, too much peppers, I guess maybe a third time. But I didn't do it on purpose. So that's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Enjoy this quick, simple, easy, but tasty meal. It's going to be good. It smells great. Goodbye for now.